So let's dive deeper into it. We're going to have to charge it up, of course, and charge the unit. And then, as you can see, they're already on. Whoops, sorry, off the screen. Look at that. Oh, can't wait. All right, we'll charge it up and start the review. Now, while it's charging, we should take a look at the user's manual. Again, it's the English version. We have a separate one. Here's the different touch controls explaining what the different buttons are. And some notice. Charging description, music storage. This is how you're going to transfer music over here. Here is the tethering app. That's a V-band app. Okay, that's interesting. And the connection of the app and how you go about doing that. We have, there we go, a couple of pictures in here about the process that you're going through. And use instructions of the app. So quite a bit of attention given to making sure you can hook it up to the app. It is extra effort to put these Bluetooth bud kind of watches together because you have to tether to the app for all of the stuff, you know, your step count and heart rate and stuff. And then you have to also tether it separately for your Bluetooth calling and music and all of the other kind of things. So two different Bluetooth hookups here. Little press here, and I do mean little. It doesn't go very far on the on-off button, and boom, vibrates and lights up, and we are on. Now take a look at this one. Look at the band on this. I don't think I've ever seen a band designed like this. It's, I don't know, like a Tron movie or something. This is a very, very nice watch. I got to tell you, I've played with it already, and it's incredible. You're about to see. First of all, got the twist lighted up. We slide down, and you got all kinds of controls. I had it in Do Not Display for last night. I've got it in the Vibrate off mode. Now we'll turn both of those on. This is where you'll trigger the call to your phone to wake it up. And this is your Bluetooth music right here. Oops, went right back to the watch face. When it's tethered, it's going to, turn blue that you're connected to your phone, which I already am. Settings, theme are your different watch faces. We'll wander through those in a little bit. Let's pan back here. We've got languages, and you notice it kind of goes in a group of 3 at a time. It's English, Chinese, auto, couple of different languages. Yeah, all right. We got a good selection. You seeing all those? Basha Malayu. Okay. Is yours on there? I hope so. We're on English, so that should still be there. Then, after, gee whiz. Okay, where are we? Languages. Quickly go up. Style watch. Now, I've got 2 different styles. I'm going to switch here to show you, and then we'll pop back over to that one. That's my favorite. Style 1 is your basic kind. You've got a backlight set for the brightness on this. I have it up all the way. Down lowest is like that. And then you've got the bright screen time, how long it will stay lit. And we can go up to 20 seconds and down to, what, 5? Yeah. Let's make it for 20 seconds so it's not timing out on us all the time. Come back up here. You got reset and restart and power off your basic settings functions. And we've looped all the way around there now. And we go into the music player. Then I swipe again and I get to this page, which loops around and has lots of stuff. Let's start on, I don't know. It's not even going uniformly. Look at that. Wow. How about here? What the heck? Find your phone. Calculator has a calculator built into it, which is nice. You don't see that too often on these watches. Yeah, no commas or anything. I guess it'll do decimal points. We'll divide that by something big. Yeah, you get your decimal points in it, and probably plus and minus, but no commas on there. Weather, it's going to give you the weather in your area, and I'm pretty sure you can change that to Fahrenheit if you want to from the tethering app. And the QR code to download that tethering app, we'll show you the app here shortly. Okay. Overall settings, we just went through and looked at all of those. And then you get into these things. We've got heart rate, which is on here. in green on a diode in the back. It's giving you a simulated activity chart showing the last static reading, and then it'll give you a reading up here of your heart rate. And it also has the setting for continuous. Now it's there, so a few improvements. Now this is fun. They've got an actual onboard thermometer, and for that I pretty much need to put it on, let you see it on. And it's not going to have the accurate temperature right away, as all these thermometers do, unless it's an infrared type. It's got a sensor in there that you need to, I missed one, but that's okay for our demo. You need to have the sensor in contact with your skin and all of that stuff. So it's adjusting, and we'll come back and look at it, but you can have centigrade or Fahrenheit, and it's giving it to you down to a decimal point. Then you got blood pressure. It's showing you again a simulated chart, I think. I don't know. Up and down. Oh, you can go back and look at your previous records. Okay, or you can get an accurate reading right now from here. That's blood pressure. Then you get into your calling. So I can place a call, a Bluetooth tethered to the phone now. No SIM in this one. You can place a call. You can check out your contacts and your call logs as well on here. And what's really fun, and I didn't mention this, in addition to having the Bluetooth tethered earbuds, it has a super awesome speaker built into the watch as well. When we get to music, which is coming up, you'll get to hear that. And I'm really impressed with it. So you can play music or do your calling with the watch itself and switch to the earbuds when you want to go private. Not very many of these have that combination really together. So messages would be messages that would be pushed from your phone to the watch when you're tethered. And finally, we get to the music player. Here we are. Now, before we start, I want to show you. I can play music that's on the watch or the phone, or earphones that I could tether to it. This is your overall setting to do. I want to keep it on the watch. Notice there's some songs here. I've got volume control, and it is up all the way right now for our demo, and I'm going to play a little bit. These are all songs installed in the watch. And you're... Okay, you can loop it, you can stop it, you can replay everything, you can do all those things. And there's a ton of different songs in here, any of which, I presume, when you connect it to your computer, you'd be able to see them in the thumb drive there and add your own music to them as well. So you have that feature, and like I said, you can go to phone, and now it's connecting to the phone, and it would play any music that I have set up on the phone, which I don't have anything set up to play right here. And then, of course, with the earbuds, we'll talk about that a little bit later. There's your Siri and or your Google control. You can tap that thing and talk to and hear back and forth. And look at this. It's got a voice recorder in here as well. And now I'm recording what I'm saying so we can check it out and see what it sounds like on playback. This is one of the few watches that isn't an Android watch that actually has a built-in voice recorder. Stop that. Recording. Maybe it's going to be in the music player. Here you go. Now I'm recording what I'm saying so we can check it out and see what it sounds like on playback. Nice. This is one of the few watches that isn't an Android watch that actually has a built-in voice recorder. The speaker is in the knob. Honestly, you see the little recess in there? And somehow they've managed to squeeze this really nice speaker inside the knob itself, which twists but doesn't seem to activate anything. When it's on and you're back at your watch face, you press that and it'll take you right to your music player. And again, the music comes right out of there. Okay, we were somewhere. Where were we? We've done this, and we've gone through all of that, and we've played with the music and Siri and recording. So state is now your step count information. That's pretty much it. Last night's sleep time is available here. Not the breakdown. That's in the app. There's your blood oxygen. Now we're going to let it go. I think it's testing right now. And we check it out. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't see it in there, but I'm pretty sure it's using a green diode instead of the red one. Really should know that for sure for you guys, because we have, ooh, I'm a little sweaty. Hello, come on, let's do it again. Yeah, you see the green diode going? You'll have to test all of that, not just the blood oxygen, but blood pressure as well, and heart rate even, I would say. Check it out on your own to see what it looks like for you. You got a sports section now. I'm at the very end of it because I've been playing with it, table tennis, so forth. All the odd ones they put at the bottom, but you do have writing, yoga, climbing, walking, running. None of these now have GPS in them, so they're relying on step count to get your overall steps. You will get your heart rate reading at the same time, and of course all this can integrate with the app. The nice thing is it does tell you the time on the screen as well, which is good to have that still available for you. Then you got the timer, which is a quick and simple stopwatch, a countdown timer you can set up, overall alarms that you can turn on and set the time for. Looks like we got 3 of them in the watch. Find your phone, the calculator, and I think we've now looped all the way around again, haven't we? So those are all of the different apps and whatnot that we have in here. I come here and I'm toggling back and forth. This is turning us on and off. There's no buttons here because these are the earbuds themselves, and the music takes you right into the music. And now when I'm playing, he says, oh, you know what? It's because we switched to the phone, right? I'm going to come back to the watch, and I'm going to pull out the earbuds. Now, they come out pretty easily. They're in here magnetically. They're not latched in here at all, so theoretically, a strong bump. There they are, and with the installed music in here, I can play them. I can switch them to the earbuds, and they automatically tethered when I pulled them out the first time that I use them, and so they are good to go. And now it's playing through the earbuds. And I will tell you my experience with these. They are really good. It's really great sound. It's good and loud. You can crank it up. You can crank it down. You have control of the volume right here on your watch. Like I said, you can replay a song. You can mix them up. You can do whatever you like. And they last really long time. And they have great tethering distance, at least 30 feet. So on your arm, you're not going to have any problem whatsoever. You got the buttons that you can touch. They're easy to see there. You tap them and you can change, pause. You can answer calls. You can activate your voice assistant. You can do all of that directly from the earbuds, right from the watch. And they're good quality. And when you don't need them, you can switch it right back to the watch speakers and play everything right from the watch itself. Well, let's show you how all this works with the app now. It's called the V-Band. Just search for this. After you get it all going and set up, you get into it, you'll see you got data, and it's updating right now, live as we go. You've got your weather forecast, Fahrenheit or centigrade here. Your overall step count, when you get into it, it's showing you when those steps were accumulated and all the other information on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, or annually. So you got quite a bit of entered information here. For body temperature now, you can start testing on any of these right away remotely. So perfect for somebody that's convalescing with an infectious disease and you don't want to be near them, but you want to check their temperature. Have them wear this, be within Bluetooth range, and you can do it right away. When you tap here, you're getting the cumulative bar chart of sorts. That's not really easy to decipher, but then we're looking at 98, minimum 95, and there's no scale on the side. So a little weak on this, but generally you can get the information you need from your maximum and minimum and current readings that you can get right straight from that screen. But that's for body temperature. That's here. Steps, body temperature, sleep, last night's sleep time. It's a copious chart, shows you lots of information. You've got awake time, light sleep and deep sleep, and any of these you tap on, and in really tiny print it shows you you're awake, you're light, you're deep. No REM sleep on this one, but a good breakdown of the times that you were in these different sleep zones. Now, heart rate, we do have continuous heart rate, and you have individual heart rate by testing here. There's your cumulative from midnight forward, midnight 10, 20, 30. Yeah, okay, and you can't really squeeze it or expand it, but they're really close together. There's some higher readings. It smooths everything out. You're not seeing a lot of jagged stuff going on. Maximum, minimum, average heart rate over the period that you've got set. Blood pressure, again, you can take an instantaneous reading, and you can look at your systolic, diastolic over time here. These are individual readings now. It's not doing continuous. So each reading is shown as the time, and these are on, I think, different dates. So maybe not. There's weekly. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's how it's showing the readings for blood pressure. Again, check all of this stuff against your calibrated cuff and stuff like that. Blood oxygen, again, you can do your measurements right here, and you'll get your cumulative right here. I think I may have had some from yesterday. There you go on the 3rd, and there's those readings, and you can get your weekly readings and monthly and year as well. And so that's blood oxygen. So all of those readings are there. GPS running, now when you get in here, it's going to take you over to a training page. You have to set a target, which is going to be in minutes. Confirm the target, and then you can start training. And it'll be tracking your path here on the app during that workout. So those are all of your different categories that are available. You can select different dials from it. You have a dial library. That's the one we're using right now. Here's a bunch more. And you have custom dial that you can create your own if you want to, with either analog or digital, and put your own picture on there, and you can set it up to show the date as well in your custom dials. Those are available. We'll show you a few of them on here in a moment. Message reminder, of course, for pushing messages from the phone. There you set all that up, give permissions. Alarm clocks, remote camera, so this acts as a trigger to take a picture with the camera inside your phone. And then other settings, which is where you can do your 12, 24-hour time, your metric, your Fahrenheit, centigrade, or Celsius for temperature, finding your bracelet. You can do not disturb and bracket it with different times that you want to. A lot of flexibility. Sedentary, drink water. They're just repeating timers. Heart rate setting is turned on with an interval. And here's where I'm saying you can adjust the interval from 10 minutes to 60 minutes for how often you want it to take your heart rate and your body temperature. Those are the two that it will track. Raise your screen to see the time, and that turns it on. And this is a fun one. It's switched automatically now back to my favorite face. I'll show you that in a second. Here where you can sync your contacts. I don't want to get into that. And of course reset everything as well. And then where you put in your personal information. I always try to go for female gender just in case it also supports period information tracking, which this one does not. And if you go male, it's not going to show you any of that stuff. Target, steps, feedback, and about, and that's pretty much the overall app. Now, back to the watch itself. Here we go with this interesting watch face. You see the heart rate there. It's a big digit, and it's really prominent. And this one I like because you got the time and the heart rate. So if you're tracking heart rate, it's really easy to see. Power level, 100%. I haven't charged it since 2 days ago. And I've worn it overnight and did a lot of work with it yesterday as well. And here it is afternoon on the next day, and it hasn't dropped from 100%. So long battery life. You got all that information here. When you press and hold, you can switch to other faces just to show you what's available. We can page through these. I haven't had it on and let it calibrate for doing the temperature carefully, but you got a feel for what it looked like earlier. And yeah, once you got it calibrated, this is a fun one. Then you know that the temperature is more reliable. That's easy to check, comparing with a thermometer. And of course, it's taking skin temperature as opposed to internal body temperature. So you have to kind of account for all of that stuff. Here's another one with a little bit of animation going in it. So you got a good selection of overall watch faces as well. And with these really nice sounding earbuds and all the capabilities it has and the sexy band,